Hey vinyl community. The Charmingly Whimsical vinyl tag, 10 questions. Curated by Alan, the Static Traveler. I'll leave a link in the description to the questions for those who want to participate. 10 great questions that I was intrigued by, so I thought I'd take a stab at it. Here they are. Question number 1, show a record with something related to dreams. This one jumped right out at me, of course, right away. This is Gabor Szabo, simply titled Dreams. And of course the illustrations, front and back cover, are very dreamlike nature. Question number 2 is show a record with sweets, cakes, or desserts on the cover. And I'm going with the classic Sailing Shoes from Little Feat. Of course, the cake on the swing with the high heel shoes on. Sailing Shoes. Question number 3, show a fantastical item of transport, spaceships, trains, submarines, etc. And I'm going with, I think it's pronounced Ramesses or Ramesses, space hymns with the good old-fashioned spaceship on the cover. This is just the single jacket. I believe the original pressing of this, it was a gatefold where it folded down with a more full cover, but I just have the single jacket, but of course spaceship on the cover. Question number 4, show a record with a fantasy world cover. And Bo Hansen's Magician's Hat screams of this. A record that I actually might put above Lord of the Rings from Bo, but Lord of the Rings gets high praise, of course, as it should, but this is a great album too, and love that cover, certainly with a magician, sort of a fantasy hobbit feel to it. The next question, number 5, show a record to do with outer space. This one, not only the jacket cover, but also the title has to do with space, and this is Between Nothingness and Eternity, and this is a live album from the Mahavishnu Orchestra. Of course, there you see deep space. Question number 6, show a TV show record. This is one that I wasn't going to show it because I've shown it a couple of times, but it's been some time since I've shown it. And this, in fact, is actually the very first record, or one of 2 records that I very first received when I was, I think, 5 or 6 years old. Sesame Street Fever. Of course, we all know which album cover or movie that's taken from. And I've shown this before, but those who haven't seen it, there is a picture of me with one of 2 albums that I received that year for Christmas, which I keep with the jacket, just sort of keepsake. The next question is number 9. No, it's not. Show a record with a cartoon cover. And this one came to mind right away. This is classic Frank Zappa and Mothers of Invention. This is Weasels Ripped My Flesh. Great cover, great album. Good old Frank. And the next question is show a record related to childhood. This is one I actually pulled 2 records for, and I'll show you. I'll explain the reasons why I did do. It was hard to pick one, so I went with 2 choices for this particular question. Simply titled Like Children. This is Jerry Goodman and Jan Hammer. You can see in color there the kids or brothers or sisters that are there. They're sort of looking into that forest, and I think we can all recall a time when we were kids. There was just sort of that magical creativity that we had in our heads with what we could do, and they're just kind of staring into this forest. Great, excellent album too, by the way. So this was one of 2 that I selected for sort of the children or the childhood-like kind of cover. But when it comes to books or playing as kids, this one I couldn't show. Of course, I think we all know and are familiar with this album, Cat Stevens, Tea for the Tillerman, and just that classic cover there of sort of the time of being young and free and sort of the world is yours, adventurous, just great cover. Cat Stevens. Show a record with angels, fairies, creatures, folklore, etc. This is Alice Coltrane and Carlos Santana. This is Illuminations, and of course this is a illustrates angels, front and back cover there, kind of overwatching or looking down on the world, on us. Beautiful cover. And contrast, I guess, in that is show a record related to death or something grotesque, and I'm simply going with death. It's been a long time if I even have showed this record before, but for the whole world to see, Death, of course, trio, garagey, punky band from Detroit from around 1974, 75, I think. Excellent album, Death. So there you go, the Charmingly Whimsical vinyl tag from Alan, Static Traveler. I'll post or link his channel below to his video if you're willing to take a step at this. It's quite fun. Thanks, Alan. Great ideas. Take care. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now.